Hello class, and welcome to week 7 for World Civ. I am again apologizing for being late on the video announcements due to my busyness, and that's just an unfortunate thing. In any case, I just want to say, of course, everything looks, you guys are doing great. I just want to say this. Some of you who are turning in a lot of late work, if you haven't had a discussion with me on the phone, I'm not taking late work anymore. I can be lenient under an arrangement, but this doesn't work. Like, you need to be on time, or you need to have some communication with me on this. For those of you who've already communicated with me on your situations, then you don't have to worry about this. But I mean it when I say I'm not taking any more late work unless we have a discussion, okay? So you need to contact me through writing in Canvas, do something, and we need to talk about what's going on. Because I get too many people turning in lots of late work, and it gets me backed up. That's the real issue, and I get busyness. In any case, you got to communicate with the professor if you want an accommodation. You don't just get an accommodation just because it just doesn't work that way. Okay, so, but in any case, you guys are doing great work, and I'm happy about that. You're learning about a new religion that the majority of people don't know about. It's very old and very influential, Zoroastrianism, right? The Zoroastrianism, and also been known as Zarathustra. And as I mentioned in one of my lectures, that I think in German it'd be Zarathustra. I do some German. I got a lot of German in me, and I'm tearing that up in the actual German. But I think in Persian it's Zoroastrushti, something like that in the original language. But this is an important religion, right? And it's very interesting. And I had a woman that was Zoroastrian come speak at MJC years ago when I was teaching in face-to-face classes. And I miss being able to do that because she was just really great. It was really enjoyable to have her and have a discussion with the students afterwards. In any case, I just also want to point out that we just went over ancient China, and we went over India, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism. I hope you get a chance to explore these a little bit more. And I posted an article on Myanmar and the Rohingya Muslims being ethnically cleansed in Myanmar / Burma right now. Over 500,000 Rohingya people right now have been ethnically cleansed from Myanmar and been expelled into Bangladesh. And it's one of modern history's massive tragedies right now. Keep in mind, I think Merkel in Germany took in over 200,000 refugees into Germany, and that created quite a controversy that she took in so many to the local population. And Bangladesh, a much poorer country, has now taken over 500,000 people who've just been violently attacked. There's been rapes, children being attacked. It's very terrible, and it's being done by a Buddhist majority. And the reason I want to just stress this again is that while Buddhism is peaceful, in India there's also violent Hindus, and Hinduism is very accepting of many spiritual traditions. And I said this before, and I just want to say it again. I want you to always realize that the ideas, when we're studying religion, and I'm going to repeat this several times because I want to really make this clear to you, I think that sometimes we make false understandings about societies, civilizations, and people by sometimes doing things like this. So you can judge people by their actions. So let's say a Muslim, Christian, or a Jewish person does something terrible to you, an act of terrorism, meanness, or whatever, and then you essentialize the entire group based on those individual acts. You can have a group that does something in the name of it, like a terrorist cell or an army that hurts, and then you essentialize the other groups. Then there's also looking at the texts and the tradition, the official ideas, the official canon of someone's religion, their holy book. And then you think that you're getting into the mind of this religious person and what they think and how they value things. So that's also false, in my opinion, that is misleading. That when we're studying religion, we're studying it in its official presentation, like what it is. And what happens is sometimes people in their cultures or as individuals ignore those passages. They put more emphasis on them than even it seems to be required in the text, or a whole other combination of variables. So it's kind of like I grew up around like knowing a lot of the stories of like men who cheat on their wives and be drunk, but then they would quote the Bible to tell their wives that the Bible says that the man is head of the house, right? Selective reasoning, to their advantage, right? So the Bible applies when it comes to your male power, but it doesn't apply to your other parts of your behavior all of a sudden. Then on the other hand, sometimes people can even seem to promote ideas that are better than what you may think that their religion actually promotes. This is the variable. All of these variables, I think you need to understand, are a part of actual history and a part of actually now. And it's never just so simple to just simply say, well, Buddhists are peaceful. That's a peaceful religion with peaceful people. Islam is a violent religion with violent people, or however you're perceiving it. I see these debates all the time. Is Islam a religion of peace? And I always think, well, that's the wrong question. Is any religion a religion of peace or violence? Throughout all history, religions have mainly been attached to some sort of empire, and they've been integrated into society. And when society is peaceful and calm, those religions are peaceful and calm. And when things are violent, the religion participates often as well. Not always the case, but often. So that's my little 2 cents that I always want to kind of add into these things, and this very tumultuous world that we live in. I hope you're paying attention to a lot of things going on. I just want to say really quick, and then I'm going to end it here. My heart goes out to anybody affected by the fires. There's just so much going on all the time. I can't believe it. The Vegas thing, the fires, Puerto Rico, this is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So, again, my heart goes out to anybody that's being affected by all the, Mother Nature and the political leaders are being very, we have a hard time kind of dealing with them sometimes. So let's all stick together when we are facing these things that we can't control, So, have a good week. We'll be in touch.